Hey, what's going on, everybody? And you're watching the Super South on CBS. Well, we got two solid teams from the Super South Conference about ready to go at it here today, as we have the Coastal Alabama Waves, who are currently ranked number 14 in the nation, getting set to take on the Cibolo Dream, who are currently ranked number 22 in the nation. Should be a good Super South Conference matchup. So we're excited about today's ACSA Primetime action. Do me a favor and please smash that like button, as well as hit subscribe if you do have to be brand new to the channel. With all that being said, though, it is time to get this game underway, shall we? So with that being said, it is time to find out and see if the dream season can still continue. The Coastal Alabama Waves will be starting with the football to begin this game, as Tim Crouch will go ahead and get some good yardage off a quarterback scramble. As speaking of scrambles, there's Crouch again doing a pump fake this time, faking a guy out and getting across the 50-yard line for a nice first down on that play. First down, Coastal Alabama. It's now 1st and 10 again. Crouch again, this time with a little design read option. Another 8-yard gain as Tim Crouch is putting the team on his back, though. As finally we see another offensive player getting involved. Looks like it's Tim Gray gonna go ahead and get the carry and get the first down. As the Waves continue to move down the field, can anyone stop this tidal wave that is the Coastal Alabama offense? As that's another first down for the Waves. As now 1st and 10. Crouch dropping back, going to the left hand side, getting into Ruff, who is able to pick up the first down right there. Nice little play right there for a nice gain. As they do get into a 1st and goal, can they punch it in the end zone? And they do. Touchdown, Coastal Alabama. And they will strike first, taking a 7-0 lead here. As we'll now turn around and see how the Cibolo Dream can respond after giving up a long, methodical touchdown drive on Coastal Alabama's first possession of the game. We'll see if the Dream can match them here, as we do have 2nd and 2 coming up here. Nixon going to go ahead and scramble upfield and get across the 45-yard line before being brought down. Nice little first down gain right there. As now we have another 1st and 10. Nixon going to the right-hand side, quickly facing pressure. Was able to get the pass off, but it's still incomplete, though. As a couple plays later, facing 3rd and 6 now. Nixon in the shotgun, ready to take the snap here. As Nixon dropping back, going to Dunbar, looking for space, and he's going to be knocked well short of the first down marker. So the Dream do not respond, but thankfully for them, Coastal Alabama was able to go ahead and force a free and out. So the Cibolo offense is back out on the field once again, this time around facing 3rd and 5. As now Nixon under center, getting ready to take the snap. Wouldn't be shocked if we see a little bit of a run up the gut. Although I am terribly wrong, as Nixon actually going to try to pass this thing, but doesn't like what he sees upfield and is able to pick up a first down nonetheless. First down for the Dream. As we have another first down, this time in Coastal Alabama territory, as Nixon's able to spin away from the defender. What a nasty spin move that we just saw by this quarterback. Is now 3rd and 5. Nixon going to go up the middle, able to pick up a first down right there for the Dream. So you love to see that. As now 2nd and long. Nixon dropping back to pass. He is looking around, makes a man miss, and going to scramble once again. Almost getting to that first down marker all by himself. An 11-yard gain that sets up 3rd and short. Here is Joe Nixon ready to take the snap from under center. Actually from shotgun, my apologies. And it's going to be a run up the middle as Joe Nixon continues to torch this defense on the ground. This guy is already close to 100 yards rushing. And we're not even done with the first quarter yet. That's the crazy part. And speaking of crazy plays, we got ourselves a little bit of a pass off the deflection that's able to be caught for a first down. As now Nixon is only a handful of yards away from tying this football game up. We'll see if they'll be able to get the job done. It's now 2nd and goal. Gonna hand it off to backup tailback Morgan Reap, who finds the end zone. Touchdown, Cibolo. And the Dream do end up responding eventually, able to tie this game at 7 apiece before going into the end of the first quarter. We certainly got ourselves a close ball game. We'll see what else is in store. As now we have 3rd and long picking up here in the 2nd quarter of play. We'll see if the Dream can pick up a first down here. As we got 3rd and 10. Nixon's dropping back the pass. Gonna throw it deep down the left-hand side. Finds Dunbar, who's just barely tripped up inside the 15-yard line. A great tackle by Samuel Palatine. But now they face 3rd and long, though. Can they keep the drive going, or will they stall out here as they get to Salcido, who is well short of the marker, unfortunately. So that does mean that the Dream do have to settle for a field goal. But despite that, they do get the lead for the very first time today, now with a 10-7 lead as of right now. As now Coastal Alabama's going to try to get themselves back on track ever since their score that touchdown that very first possession of the game. They haven't done anything, and things might get worse as they fumble the football away. They do force a 3 and out, but because they were so deep in Coastal Alabama territory, they were able to get a field goal off of that. So able to extend the lead here early on for the number 22 team in the nation, as the Dream now hold a 13-7 lead. So we'll see if Coastal Alabama can have themselves a better drive, as Tim Krause will take it from under center and go quarterback sneak up the middle, able to pick up a first down and get back into Cibolo territory. As now 1st and 10. Crouch dropping back on the front of the left-hand side. He's got Kinslow wide open and gets across the 20-yard line for a huge play on the perimeter. And that is going to get them back into the red zone. We'll see what these Waves have in store as they go to starting tailback Tim Gray, who gets them inside the 5-yard line. But can they finish? 3rd and goal coming up here. You'll want to finish the drive if you're Coastal Alabama, as they will try to go to Gray one more time, but the defense stands up and forces a 4th down. But seeing as they're on the 1-yard line, they're going to go ahead and go for it here. Hand it off to Gray one more time, who trips and falls. And so the Cibolo defense gets themselves a goal line stand. But it does come with a price, though, as the Dream have to start with the football on their own 1-yard line. So I'm sure if you're the Dream right now, as Salcido, with the audacity to run backwards, wanted to find more space on the outside, he gambled, and it almost ended up terribly as Coastal Alabama nearly got themselves a safety. But it won't hurt them in the long run, at least for right now, as they were able to pick up the first down on the next play. As now Salcido is going to go ahead and go to work. Another carry up the gut for 7 yards here. More than content to go ahead and run out this clock and go ahead and go into the second half, as the Dream, particularly on defense, have played very well in this ball game. As we do have another 1st and 10 here, another run for Salcido. But wait a minute, we could see some more points scored before the end of the half, as Salcido, no man left to beat, and he is gone like a girl in a country song. Touchdown, Dream! And the Dream go into halftime with a 20-7 lead. What an emphatic way to end this first half of play. As we'll now go ahead and jump into the second half. Starting with the Dream, they have the football back, as we're able to force a 3 and out to begin the second half. So the Dream have the ball once again, trying to build off the great momentum that they have built in this ball game. It's now 1st and 10. Nixon with a 5-yard run on the left-hand side. And this is also a big one for Coastal Alabama as well, as since their opening drive, they have allowed 20 unanswered points. So a lot going down here, and it could get worse as Woods torches the defense. Beautiful running and it leads to a touchdown for the Dream once again. And it is now 27-7 here. Things getting a little bit out of hand now, as Coastal Alabama needs to desperately come up with a response now. Now facing 3rd and 1. They certainly need to pick up this first down right here. We'll see if they can get it. Looks like a run up the right-hand side, as I was right. Got that Tony Romo mentality going right here. And it is a first down for the Coastal Alabama Waves nonetheless. As now, 1st and 10. Crouch dropping back the pass. He's looking, going over the middle to Hamilton. He was immediately hit as soon as he catches the football, but is still able to hold on and pick up some solid yardage to keep Coastal Alabama in a reasonable situation. As they face another 3rd and 1 here, they're going to hand off to Gray once again. Again, not a lot of running room for this tailback, but doing just enough to be able to pick up the first down and keep the chains moving, as it sets up his passing game as well. As Cibolo Dream were sucked in a little bit, and they made them pay for it with a nice little play action. As now, 1st and 10. Crouch going to go ahead and try to scramble towards the end zone. Picks up good yardage, and is finally brought down inside the 15-yard line. But a 3rd down coming up a few plays later. Got to try to finish the drive, as we had a miscommunication. So Coastal Alabama does finish with a field goal, but definitely a disappointing end to that drive if you are rooting for Coastal Alabama, as the Dream are still out here with a 27-10 lead. And if you're Coastal Alabama, that drive does help you out a little bit, but you got to pick up some touchdowns and you got to get some stops on defense, as the Dream have been doing a fantastic job of moving the football and are doing a great job here as well. Now getting across midfield, as we have 2nd and 8 coming up. Nixon throwing to the right-hand side. Gets it to Saucedo, who picks up a nice little 5-yard gain. He had that long touchdown run earlier, and he also gets a little catch to add on to his stats, as Joe Mixon will drop back for another 3rd down attempt, and it is good for a first down. Didn't like what he saw on field. Just go ahead and scramble. No problem with that, big fella. As a couple plays later, we got 2nd and 7 now. Nixon dropping back. Makes a man miss. Going to try to scramble upfield, and is just short of the first down marker. Would not be shocked if they tried to run with the football here, as they actually are going to pass it, and they do find an open receiver. Rose out there making the catch for the Cibolo Dream. As now, a couple plays later now, 2nd and 12. Mixon going over the middle to Dunbar. Dunbar able to make a nice catch as well and get them inside the 10-yard line. A potential touchdown in the works, question mark, as Nixon will try to throw towards the middle of the end zone, but it is dropped, however. So now facing 2nd and goal now. Nixon going to try to throw it over the middle once again, but in a very tightly contested area. Nero was intercepted, but got very fortunate otherwise. As now, 3rd and goal now for the Dream. Nixon in the shotgun, going to try to drop back and pass one more time, and nearly throws an interception. But it does fall harmlessly to the ground, and the Dream are able to tack on another field goal. Cibolo currently with a 30-10 lead right about now. And so, this could be a coming out party for the Dream, as this is one of the first times that we've seen them in an ACSA primetime game. So you love to see that, and they're looking very impressive in the process with a 30-10 lead right now, as Nixon will drop back the pass. He makes multiple guys miss, doing that inner Lamar Jackson, but also fumbling the football though. But for now, if they can't afford it, it's still a 20-point game, and with less than 8 minutes left in this ball game right about now, Coastal Alabama really needs to get on it if they want to go ahead and try to make a very improbable comeback, as they do quickly get a first down upfield across the 35-yard line right away. As they'll go do a little bit of no huddle now, going across the left-hand side quickly, but that was incomplete though. As now, 2nd and 10. Crouch going over the middle, gets it to Kinslow. Kinslow gets him across the 10-yard line for the first down. Coastal Alabama looking to get a quick touchdown here. We'll see if they can get it done. As Crouch throws over the middle, it's incomplete. Batted away at the very last second. It's now 2nd and 10. Gray gonna go upfield, trying to pick up some good yards, but what do we have here? It looks like there is a holding penalty on Coastal Alabama. So that's gonna knock them back all the way to the 19-yard line. And thanks to that incompletion, you got 3rd and very long here. Gotta be very careful so you can at least come out with something. Although you probably should go for the touchdown at this point. As Crouch will go over the middle. Roth doesn't pick up anything despite the catch. And so Coastal Alabama surprisingly choosing to settle for a field goal. But lucky for them, they were able to at the very least get a 3 and out against a Dream. So, again, you know what you need to do. You got to get quick points up on the board and got to make it happen quickly. As now 3rd and 4 coming up here. Crouch dropping back to pass. He's going to throw it over the middle. He's got a man in Roth. He almost makes a man miss and is tripped up inside the 15-yard line. 1st down for Coastal Alabama. Is now 3rd and 4. A few plays later now. Crouch will throw quickly to the left-hand side and finds Jones in the end zone. Touchdown, Coastal Alabama. But what do they decide to do? They are going to go ahead here and go for this 2-point conversion. An 11-point game. This makes it to 9 if they get it. Crouch dropping back. He's looking. He's going to try to scramble in there. Dives for it. And somehow manages to get up in there. So the 2-point conversion is good. This thing is cut down to 9 points. So who knows? It could get pretty interesting up in here. 3.5 minutes. As now the Dream do have the football back. They got to choose some clock here. As Nixon will drop back the pass on the 2nd and 10. Makes a man miss and actually going to scramble out. Not choosing to throw it unless it is absolutely there. As now they face 3rd and 1 right now. Nixon in the shotgun, ready to take this snap. We'll see what they decide to do, as it looks like they are at the very least choosing to run out this clock finally. As now, here we go with the snap. It's Saucedo going to take it up the middle. He picks up a 1st down as well. So a lot of time being ran off, as it looks like it's becoming more clear that the Dream are going to be able to pull off this victory. As Nixon will go ahead and scramble upfield, get across the 50-yard line in the process. A 1st down for the Dream. Is now 1st and 10. We have ourselves a offsides penalty now. So 1st and 10 becomes 1st and 5. Gonna still go to the ground game anyway, as Saucedo tries to run it, but he fumbles the ball. And it keeps Coastal Alabama's slim hopes alive. It's only a 9-point game. Coastal Alabama with 1 timeout. You gotta score very quickly and hope for a miracle. As Crouch will drop back the pass. He's going to try to scramble upfield. Brought down in bounds, however. So that clock is going to continue to keep running. As they now face 3rd and 5 and have a ticking clock as well. Got to get the snap off quickly. And they sort of do that. As D.D. Coward is able to make the catch for the 1st down for Coastal Alabama. Is now 1st and 10 coming up. Crouch dropping back the pass. He's looking around. Makes some guys miss. Going to scramble upfield. And again, brought down in bounds. Now only 1 minute left here in this game. As now Crouch will drop back again. Going to try to chuck this thing across midfield. And Gore is wide open. Slicing up the cover 2 defense. But look at this. They're going for 2 once again. Now only a field goal game. It could go down here, as Crouch will try to get the 2-point conversion, but he's stuffed like a turkey on Thanksgiving. And on top of that, they do not get the onside kick. It goes out of bounds. So the Cibolo Dream are going to go ahead and run out this clock, but not without a little exclamation point. Then wide open down the field, and that's how this game ends with an exclamation point from Cibolo University. So with that dagger of a pass thrown at the very end of the game, the Cibolo Dream solidify a great victory over the Coastal Alabama Waves, winning by a final score of 37-27. The Cibolo Dream continue to have a dream season by their standards, improving to 7-2 in this inaugural season of the ACSA, and will look to continue to stay in the top 25. But another question is how far does Coastal Alabama fall? Despite being on the road, it'll be interesting to see how far they fall. They were coming in today's game ranked number 14. Where will they sit that when the new polls come out tomorrow? But until that moment comes, I hope you did enjoy today's ACSA action here on the John J Gaming channel. If you did, do me a favor and smash that like button, as well as hit subscribe if you happen to be brand new to the channel as well. Tomorrow's ACSA episode will be the preview going into week 10 of this inaugural season, so if you're excited for it, you know what to do. In the meantime, I hope you guys are all having a wonderful day. Take care, everybody.